another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the Jeffrey Towns, Willard Smith Summer Sound Bowl. Welcome to the Nuck If You Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by Young King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. Shout out to the challenge, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speaking of Will Smith, I am in an empty apartment. It is echoing like crazy right now. But it's all good. It's all good, man.
It's a moving day, yeah.
Facts. Hey, man, Young Kings Wrestling merch available at YKWrestling.com. You see the tank top that Reek got on. And remember that website I told y'all that we working on? Be on the lookout for that later this week.
Oh, okay.
Later this week. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling, all of our social platforms at YK Wrestling, and everything you need is at YKWrestling.com. Shout out to episode 300. We here.
Yeah.
We ain't doing nothing crazy for episode 300. Maybe for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Keeping it light. It was a busy week for everybody. So.
I'm saying it's milestone. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it pushing.
Facts, man. Hey, man, now we on episode 300. We done produced 300 plus episodes of this thing. What's some of your favorite moments on the Young Kings Wrestling podcast?
Woo,
that come to
man.
mind? Now, when I put this in the notes, I could not think of nothing. I was like,
oh, shit. Pick any bracket episode for real.
Yes.
Like those facts. Be.
Those are fun. I love doing those.
Man. And like some of the Mania recaps too.
Facts. No, we need to do more recaps, man. Like, I'll be checking out Kyle on Apron Bump. Shout out to Apron Bump, man.
Facts.
I'll be checking his stuff out. I'll be like, I kind of want to do stuff like this more often. Because, like, even when we would, like, join Kyle on his show, this shit was fun. So, low-key, we got to get Kyle on here and do a recap of something. We need to steal his swag and have him on here as we steal his swag.
Facts.
And we go get that together.
Yeah,
it's long overdue. We done been on there like 3 times and he ain't never been to the palace, which is crazy.
No? Damn.
No, he never been here, bro.
That's crazy.
Much love to Kyle, man.
Hey, play us fuck up.
We do. Invited everybody else multiple times. Can't tell you how many times Katie been on here, how many times Matt and Vince been on here.
Right.
Justin been on here a good handful of times.
That's what I'm saying.
Jaylan been on here like twice.
They got guest rooms in the crib. Like
yeah. Like we can't invite Kyle. We didn't invite JT multiple times.
Yeah.
Powerbomb them been here.
Facts.
How Apron Bump ain't never been here? That's crazy. We need to change that. So we're going to extend the official formal invite. I can't talk. The informal invitation to my guy Kyle coming up here soon.
Facts.
And y'all go check out Kyle's pod, the Apron Bump.
Facts.
Reviews, just whatever, pay-per-view, no matter what it is. This man will review progress from like 2016 with a young Walter, formerly known as Walter. Like he do stuff like that. It's just like, damn, I want to check this show out. He make me watch more wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He does a good job. Shout out to the WWE shows and stuff. I'm aware of those. So,
right.
But like, he go review an old TNA show I never thought to check out. Like,
I think that was the first time we went on there.
Yeah, we did a Slammiversary a couple years back. I don't remember the year of Slammiversary. I want to say it was like 07, 08.
Yeah. Might have been 07.
It was one of them. But yeah, it was an old Slammiversary. And then we did WrestleMania 20 a few months back. That was fired. I think that's all we did, actually. I don't remember any other episodes we did on his show. We supposed to talk about our favorite Young Kings Wrestling podcast moments, and we putting him over, which is crazy. Listen, our brackets, our interviews, like What's your favorite interview that we've done?
I mean, recency bias. I gotta go with Swole for real.
Yeah, Swole. I'm a roll with Swole for the recency bias. And Swole was very fun. Like low
Yeah,
key, I think like we talked to Swole for like 45 minutes, and then we talked to her for like another 20 minutes afterwards.
right.
Low key, I think we could have talked to Swole for hours. Like if we
Mm-hmm.
really, if she was free and she have a family to tend to, she
Yeah,
might have
right.
rocked with us for hours. Low key, like that was fun. Man, the Culture Inc. Like first time we met them was
Hey,
cool. Now
real talk.
we just like them the homies
It's
like crazy.
facts. And seeing how far they done came since then is dope as hell.
Facts, man. Fucking Eli taking on Wesley
Yeah, man.
at Reality of Wrestling going crazy.
Fire.
Like I seen Malik and Eli out here, Ashe in Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. They was in the zone so much. I don't think they realized it. Like they was dapping me up in the crowd because they was they was
Yeah,
locked
right.
in. They was
Hell
so
yeah.
locked in, bro. Like that shit was fun, man. Shout out to Nick Holiday too, man.
Yes,
Uh
sir.
the Pope, that was like the first
Mm.
interview we did.
Hell yeah.
That Pope interview was cool, and he gave us some gems afterwards, which
Hey, we
like
gotta run that back.
facts, man. I was gonna hit him up too. Like now I see the stuff he doing now. They got what's the joint? All Caribbean Wrestling. He a part of
Yeah.
that with Mark Henry and some other people. I don't know who else is a part of it, but shout out to him. He doing great. Shout out to the damn, what's his charity? Love Alive.
Love Alive. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I had a brain fart. Shout out to Love Alive and shout out to the GOAT Florida man.
Yes, sir.
Between him and Biggie is one of them.
Oh yeah.
They the GOAT Florida man. Oh, the Debo interview was one of my favorite ones too.
I rewatched that like earlier in the week. I'm like,
Hey man, he was a worker to the core, bro. This
Real
nigga was
talk.
Debo 24/7.
Staying in like just seamless.
RP Tiny, man. It was his birthday this past week too. RP to him. I called him in the mall one day. I didn't even know he was gonna be there. I was just saying, hold on. And I was just like, my mind was just like, yo, he used to wrestle. This is be perfect for our shit.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Tiny, man. Shout out to Young Kings Wrestling, 300 episodes.
Yeah.
And counting. Now we're going to get to 400 and then 500. By the time we get into 400, by the time we get to 350, we need a check.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
350 is a year from now.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a fact.
This is actually a great transition.
Yeah.
This is a great transition. Shout out to my boy Malik. This is in my notes. Shout out to my boy Malik. Y'all are going to see a lot coming from my boy Malik, the founder of Young Kings Wrestling, here in the next couple months. So shout out to him.
Let's get it.
And shout out to my guy Cedric Alexander, debuted in Ashe Wrestling this weekend at a Return of the King. That was on my watch list for later this week. We're gonna check that out.
Yeah.
I rock Ashe heavy. So it's all black wrestling promotion.
It's lit over there, boy.
Shout out to Auntie too, man.
Facts.
This week in wrestling history, let's talk about it. Brandy Rhodes, it was open mic night 42 years ago for Brandy Rhodes. Jessica McKay, formerly known as Billy Kay of the Iconics. Jessamine Duke. Y'all remember Jessamine Duke?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to that boy? Kimberly. Happy birthday to Kimberly. Layla L, former Divas champion, former women's champion. I think she was just women's champion.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever held the Divas. She had her own like belt, but I don't think she was officially a champion.
Yeah.
I remember they cut the women's belt in half. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hey. That was fire. Creator was in their bag that day.
They were. Hey, Lay Cool. Like I said before, Michelle went into the hall. Layla need to go into.
Yeah.
I'll take Layla in the hall next year alongside Victoria. Victoria for Hall of Fame. We
Best
need
Diva
that.
Search winner that there ever was.
Which one? Michelle or Layla?
Layla.
Oh, Michelle didn't win. Yeah, never mind.
She didn't. Yeah, she didn't.
No, that's not far fetched. It's not a hot take, really. Like, because it was. I mean, Candace was cool. Candace won, right?
No.
Oh, this Google.
It was Christy. It was Christy. Like Christy won the first one.
Yeah.
Then it was Ashley.
Yep. Layla.
Then Layla. I don't remember who was after that. Did they do it after?
They did. Yeah, Eve.
Forgot all about it.
Ooh, Eve was cool too. Fucked with
Eve. Yeah.
And then Eva Marie won. The next one they had like 6 years later. God. I didn't know JoJo was in that one.
What?
Yeah. Hey, Christy was not the first one. That's crazy.
Oh,
they had one the year before that.
Yeah,
but I don't think it was televised though. Like I don't think they talked about it. It just did it like on the low key.
Yeah. Is that when they had the SummerSlam? The was it like the volleyball or some shit against the Divas?
Yeah.
It was that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was.
I don't think they put that on TV either. But shout out to Layla.
Facts.
We should get Layla in the Palace.
Hell yeah. What's she doing?
She be out here a lot more now. Like she be making appearances a lot more this year than years past. So interviews and stuff too. I seen a couple interviews this year from Layla.
Okay.
So we might need that.
Yeah, put that on the list.
I could talk about how much I hated the Miami Heat when she was a dancer. But she got a ring. Mark Jendrake, happy birthday to Mark Jendrake, former member of Evolution. The more you know.
Right.
Yeah.
the producer's cut.
Facts. Matt Striker, shout out to Matt Striker in his very, very small necktie that he would wear on TV. Heidenreich.
Oh man.
Shout out to Heidenreich, man. Hey.
What happened to that boy?
Shout out to Heidenreich. Former tag team champion, Heidenreich.
He was.
Yeah. We just talked about him, my guy Zeus, aka Debo, Tiny Lister, would have turned 67 this past week. And happy birthday to Serena Deeb, former AEW champion? Women's? Was she the women's champion? No, she was the NWA champion.
And yeah.
While she was in AEW.
Right.
That's right. Shout out to Serena, former member of the Straight Edge Society.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about players fucking up. Y'all remember how she got removed from the Straight Edge Society?
Man, listen. The irony.
This woman was in the Straight Edge Society and got caught by fans at a bar drinking.
Damn, fam.
Hey, man, players fucked up. Hey, this week in wrestling history, 1996. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers that it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. What? What?
Oh, cash money shit.
And this nigga said, nah, so like Michael Hayes is just like, oh, that's not necessary. do.
Right.
And then Austin just goes on some more. It's just like, yo, get this nigga a cheap bottle of Thunderbird. Maybe he could feel like he used to 10 years ago.
Nasty.
Like, hold on, dude. That's crazy. And then, like, me and Rick was just talking about this Jake the Snake documentary. I forgot the name of it. But it was a documentary that
Resurrection of Jake?
Yeah. The Resurrection of Jake the Snake. He did with DDP. And this is like the first time, you start hearing about DDP yoga.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, Jake was really fucked up, man. So
yeah, man,
that Thunderbird line be hitting hard.
I tell you, bro. It wasn't pulling no punches out here.
1998, niggas did not care about Mick Foley's life this week in 1998.
Oh my God.
King of the Ring, Hell in a Cell versus The Undertaker.
Jesus.
This nigga got thrown off the cell. And then the top of the cells, flimsy as fuck. Did you watch the Hell in a Cell episode of Dark Side of the Ring?
I did.
This nigga Taker almost got fucked up too.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if Taker spends any more time in that area where Mick fell through on top of the cell, Taker would have fell through like moments prior to that.
And he was wrestling with a broken ankle.
Ooh, nope. He climbed up the cell with a broken ankle.
Yes. Because like if you remember when he chokeslams him through the top of the cell, and then Taker climbs down, once he lands, he kind of does a hop. That's because his ankle was fucked up. So he was wrestling the whole time hurt.
So if he falls through that cell, he ends up like Adam Copeland, pretty much.
Yeah.
That changes the whole trajectory of everything. That changes his whole thing he did in 1999. Like, we might not get Biker Taker.
No. Well, maybe,
Damn.
but it'd probably get delayed like crazy.
Yeah. Damn, we don't get him and Jeff low key probably.
No.
In a ladder match.
That's crazy.
It's crazy the butterfly effect that little things have. Like,
mm-hmm.
Because like the butterfly effect is so crazy. A butterfly can land on a tree branch and that tree branch can break and change everything.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy as hell. Speaking of Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker, 1999, Stone Cold defeats The Undertaker on Raw to win the WWF Championship. This match drew 9.5 million viewers in the most watched match in wrestling history. The most watched match there'll ever be. Because nobody watching wrestling like that much at once. It's not happening. Maybe if we live 30 years into the future, 40 years into the future, if the whole world don't blow up because it's too hot,
man, listen,
we might circle back to cable again. Cable might be a thing again, and we might have 10 million people watching wrestling. 40 years from now, 50 years.
Imagine what cable would be like in the future.
Dog. I couldn't imagine what it's like now. So like, if you would have told me I can watch a WWE show on my phone,
man.
Like, you told me I could watch an NFL game on my phone while I'm riding the bus home from work. That happened a few years ago. That's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy. I would have never thought 10 years ago if you would have told me that. I would have never thought it.
Real talk.
No, not 10 years ago, because I was doing that 10 years ago. I was definitely watching stuff on my phone.
Oh yeah, we had network 10 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago though.
Yeah.
You would have told me 15 years ago I could do that. It's nah. It's crazy. It was flip phone era. Like,
like I had a early smartphone, but it was like one of them Windows phones. Like, it wasn't that crazy, but it was just enough to be like, yeah, I got some cool shit.
I remember niggas used to have Blackberries at school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nigga at my school. It was a nigga in my class, bro. He was in a few of my classes. We was in like the same like program and stuff. So like, we 16 years old. This nigga legit was like 30. This motherfucker got a Blackberry. This nigga was assistant manager at his job.
At 16. That's crazy.
Like, nigga, you want to be a teenager for a little bit longer, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm just not trying to do none of that shit at 16.
Hey, man, he living life, though, man. He out here, you know. What he doing now? I think he moved to, like, D.C. or something, bro. Like, I don't know. Him and his husband moved somewhere. I don't know, but, like, he living life.
Like, DC is a choice, though.
It started at 16. It's crazy. Shout out to him.
Get it?
Where we at? I was talking about how niggas didn't care about McFoley's life. Niggas didn't care about Shane McMahon's life this week in 2001.
Hey.
Also at the King of the Ring.
I watched that back. I had to because the Vault put it up on YouTube.
Oh, man. I'm about to run that.
Oh, my God.
Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle in a street fights.
Oh.
And, yo, listen. I would have went back and fired niggas personally. Be like, hey, Dad, we cool? I fired this nigga. You fired. Get your ass out of here. Because what you mean you didn't gimmick this glass that I was supposed to go through? I'm the boss's son, bro.
Real talk, bro. And that first attempt when he lands, like his head hits so
on his
hard,
head, bro.
You hear the thud over everything. Yeah. Like, bro.
This nigga gave himself CTE for his father's love.
Man.
Wild.
And too, what was it? Was it Mike Chioda? Mike Chioda was reffing this match. I didn't realize it. And I don't know how many times I've seen this match, but I never realized at that part of the match how hard this dude was sweating. So I know Vince was in his ear just go like his mic had to be smoking hot. Because that's the point where Vince is yelling like, "Stop! Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right now!" Like, and Shane is just like, "No, we ain't stopping nothing. Like, throw me through this shit." So, and Mike said he had an interview with Chris. He was like, "I didn't know that I was gonna come back to the curtain and have a job after this." So, like, dude was stressing for his life at that moment, bro.
I bet. Yeah, Kurt, a lot of niggas like, was jobs on the line that night.
Hurt broke his tailbone or fractured his tailbone on the way to this spot. Like,
and then Kurt was crazy because he definitely lost the edge in the finals of the King of the Ring. This nigga had like 2-3 matches that night, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy as hell.
Chad Gable really is Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah.
More on that. More on that.
More in a minute.
2002. Happy birthday to the Ruthless. Let me get it back. Happy birthday to the Ruthless Aggression era. John Cena made his debut this week in 2002. The GOAT. The GOAT. Speaking of GOATs, 2011, CM Punk had the pipe bomb. Dropped the pipe bomb promo.
In Vegas.
By far the greatest moment in Vegas wrestling history. And like, yeah. It doesn't compare. Nothing else compares to this moment. Shout out to the pipe bomb. Shout out to John Cena's pipe bomb too. Shout out to CM Punk.
Not even Mania?
Yeah. Not even Mania.
Okay.
The pipe bomb changed wrestling for better and worse. So
that's true.
Like,
that's a fact.
Nothing. I know it's probably too soon to say, but nothing at this year's WrestleMania, I think, is going to change the trajectory of the whole business on the magnitude of the pipe bomb.
Nah.
Like, there were moments that were specifically moments for that show.
Yeah.
Like, the pipe bomb is, they literally rehashed the pipe bomb a week ago. And it made sense to do. But like,
it was funny.
You got CM Punk coming out here. As soon as I heard the Basic Thugonomics music play, I was like, no. Who wrote his rhymes too, bro?
I want to know. Because
it's like, I wasn't expecting them to be tight. So it's like the moments he was stumbling and just like sometimes he wasn't flowing that well. It made sense because he's not a rapper, super hot fire.
Right.
So like, it was cool though. This man came out there dressed like an undercover.
On some 21 Jump Street type shit.
Man. Aged 10 years too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy how clothes can just like change how you just like. This man pulled up looking like Steve Buscemi in that one meme. How do you
Hey
do, fellow
yo,
kids?
yeah. When he was in Grown Ups.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I never knew. I've seen Grown Ups a bunch of times. Like, I don't remember that scene. I always
Oh
wondered where that was
man,
from. Now
yeah,
that I know.
man. That's crazy.
Shout out to Steve Buscemi too.
Facts. He was
Steve
looking
Buscemi
like
did.
Steve.
You did. Steve Buscemi the go ugly nigga too. He is. Shout out to Steve
Oh
Buscemi.
man.
Hey man, where we at on the royal address?
Oh, all right. Well, let me start with the injury roundup. First and foremost, Liv Morgan went under shoulder surgery, so she's on the road to rehab already. Uh, Made a little post with the doc, so she's getting started. Well, we'll see how long that's gonna take, but prayers up. She should be all right. Um, Then a couple that recently came up. We just mentioned them. Chad Gable. He's supposed to be going surgery. Undisclosed injury. We don't know what specifically it is, but he had a segment with Penta backstage that was basically meant to write him off TV for a little bit. Um, but he's had something that I guess has been going on for a little while, so he's going to get surgery. And this one I just found out today. Otis, he's been out for a little while, and he went to go for elbow surgery. So last thing he had was last month was the match that he had with Rusev, and I guess he had a situation that had been kind of lingering for a little bit, so he had to go take care of that. So got injuries rounding up around here, but yeah, man, it's getting crazy. The Netflix series Unreal set to drop next month, July 29th. They telling it all. They showing everything and anything, the creative process, the room, behind the curtain, how just everything, how they make how they make the sausage or make the hot dogs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they telling everybody. I mean, I ain't the biggest fan of it, but I'm probably still gonna tap it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. So more positive note. JR just came back out to let people know cancer free again. He's feeling good, and we talked about this last week. He's planning on coming back at All In just a couple weeks. So shout out to I'll say the former GOAT, because I think Cole locked it up by now.
Oh yeah,
but he's still on the Mount Rushmore. Fanatics Fest was this last weekend, and an interesting name came up, and he made a little post doing his Triple H entrance. UFC lightweight Michael Chandler, and he was doing some chatting out there and said he's been talking specifically to DJ Paul about potentially getting in that ring at some point in time. I think that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, it should be good.
Like, because he got the persona for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's taking some pretty bad L's in UFC, so it might be time to, preserve that punch card and make a little switch. Because he's dope as fuck. Like he's a scrapper, but scrapping is great when you winning, but not when you're taking certain L's.
Right. I'm pretty sure they pay more too. So
for sure.
Same company, but the other one pay more.
Yeah, exactly. Real talk. Yeah. This one I just put in to be petty. Miles Bourne confirmed he can't fight. Because it's been in the news, it's been in the rumors for a while now, and he had a little Twitter spat with Lexis King, mentioning how he was Lexis said he's gonna be away with his Cuban queen, and old boy responded talking about how he's going to be with his Chilean queen, and we only know one of those around here right now. So yeah, he can't fight. Mm-hmm. He can't hear the swings coming. So anywho,
he can't hear the swings coming. It's crazy.
Anywho, this is starting to bother me. So Keith Lee's been away for.
Oh, I was hoping you brought this up.
Yeah, Keith Lee has been off TV coming up on 2 years now.
We're gonna find out when Keith Lee's last match was, the date.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, and the last time we were in a scenario like that, it turned out to be something real serious. Mm-hmm. Now he recently came out to say that he's okay. But he also said that it's not up to him when it comes to a return to TV. He said he's been good for a while now. He appreciates the concerns. But he always tend to be cryptic about stuff. Like he don't just come out and say what it is. Saying that, eventually, everything that needs to be known will come out. But he said he's all right, but I guess it's something that's out of his control. So I'm gonna just like I'm gonna be cool about it because he says he's good, but something bothering me about it.
If what I'm hearing is true, poor Keith Lee.
God damn. Hey, we never getting rid of that tweet. That is that is hung up for real.
And then y'all tried to shift the goalposts, like what he talking about wasn't what he was talking about. That's the part that's tripping me out. Yeah. Now we knew what he was talking about when he said it, and now that everything cool, it'd be like, oh, that's not what he was saying. What was he saying? What was he trying to imply?
Yeah.
2-time world champion, longest reigning intercontinental champion all time, shit like that. King of the ring. Might win the Rumble at some point.
Right. Oh, that's coming. That's gotta come. But yeah, man, that backtracking is nasty work. We can't be doing that.
Yeah, true.
So we got Evolution right around the corner, and it might be getting a little more star power. Not that it needed it, but as I call her, the All Mother might just be on her way back. Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Apparently, she was scheduled to return on the 13th on SmackDown, and like they had some like an announcement and graphics and all that was set to go before a John Cena promo back on the 13th, but whatever reason we didn't get that yet. But yeah, the plan's still coming up for her to show back up within the next couple weeks, maybe. We got, was it on the 12th is Evolution?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
13th. So one of the Saturday night's main event is the 12th. Evolution's the 13th.
Yeah,
or it might be. I don't know the dates. I'm confused on dates. Saturday is Saturday night's main event, which is the 12th. So Evolution on the 13th.
Yeah. So we got some time. Could do a little fantasy booking. You know what I mean?
Hey, bring Trish back.
It feels so good.
Need that.
Y'all know what to do. And this is the one I really wanted to get to. This is the last one I got. And this is where I bring it back. We need to get a check come 2026. So Sirius XM, channel 156, I believe it was, used to be called Fight Nation. And starting July 1st, it is now going to be Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. And this was something that between the executive VP and Dave LaGreca, to his credit, that founded Busted Open, they kind of put this together and just created a 24/7 channel, straight up all wrestling content, shows and things like that. Some other channels other than Busted Open is going to feature Sam Roberts, Jonathan Coachman, Rosenberg, Matt Cardona, Natalia, Tom Petstock, and a few others. I'm gonna just put this out there. I done already emailed Dave LaGreca, so you need to check your emails, brother, because we need to chat. But 2026 at minimum is when we need to be on the map for real. It's time. It is past time. Shout out to y'all for doing it though. That is definitely is fire. And like, no question. Like this is how far we done come as far as wrestling. The fact that we got a straight channel nonstop that is all covering straight wrestling for the entire period. Like that's a win for us as fans. But underlying point is that's our time. Hashtag cut the check.
Hey, where do they be having like serious? I remember they used to have the little devices and you had to wire it and you had to connect to the satellite on the outside, and it wouldn't work if you drove in a garage or like drove under a tunnel or something like that. Now it's on an app now. It's just like anything else.
I don't know. I ain't really been like I got my car.
Like, where do people be listening to Busted Open? I don't know. I'm like, some cars still have some cars still had a little satellite thing, like you know, the older model cars that had it installed in the car, they got it. Like outside of that, they got video. Where did the video be at? Like they post the clips, but like I'll never see the whole show unless I'm overlooking it. Because I'll be wanting to check it out sometimes, like the whole thing. But then, like, no disrespect, but like LaGreca, he be doing, you know, he be on his yelling and stuff. And that tuned me out. But like, I like Bubba. Everybody loves Bubba. Everybody called Bubba asshole, but like in a endearing way.
Well,
Bubba's an endearing asshole, and I love it.
I'm about to say, like, my thing is, tell me when he's wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing. He don't be wrong.
like he'll say some shit. That doesn't mean like just because he says it in a way that's not appealing to most people, still ain't wrong.
It's from New York.
Thank you.
He ain't gonna be bubblegum the way he presents stuff. He's from New York.
He's not a pull and punches type of dude, man. He's straight shooter.
He's not trying to be a mean person.
No.
You know what I mean?
His
Mark Henry too, man.
Facts.
What else we got? That's everything?
Yeah.
Hey, man. I got a couple of things I just pulled up here. Because we just have to talk about these niggas every time. Eric Bischoff and Terry Bollea. They're Real American Freestyle Wrestling event. First event is scheduled for August 30th in Cleveland, Ohio, and tickets have been on sale for about a month now. They only distributed 380 tickets so far out of the 3,000 something available. So my math is correct here. That's 10% of the tickets that they've made available that have been distributed with about 7-8 weeks to go. You're gonna have to paper the fuck out of them mugs.
Hey, well, I'll tell them. I'll give them this. I see they signed my boy Lance Palmer. He was fighting in the PFL.
Okay.
Well, he was in World Series of Fighting before that. Multi-time champion. You know what I'm saying? from Ohio, went to Ohio State. That's why we was chatting, you know what I'm saying? Because we both, we both fuck with the state, you know what I'm saying? So that's my guy. So that's a smart signing. That should get some heads in there. But y'all make sure y'all build out the rest of that roster too. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. Y'all know y'all getting gabled.
That's the best move y'all can make at this point.
Not Chad either.
This nigga's playing career Jenga.
Man, what happened with him and the Bills? Whatever happened to
that? Man, listen. I think that was going into last season, and he didn't even. I don't even think he got into camp.
Oh, this is Googleable too.
He might have, but I don't think he did.
He might have been on the PS. Fuck this nigga doing now?
Maybe.
He got the most jumbled Wikipedia page I've ever seen. Oh, he didn't even make the PS, bro. He got cut right before the season.
Okay, all right. I ain't think he
never played football before.
Right.
That's nasty. But
Which is crazy.
Yeah, man. The cheapest Real American Wrestling ticket is like $39. And they've only sold less than 400 of them.
See,
boy, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
How you charging $40 for this shit that you just started, man?
$40. Come on, dog.
Damn, bro. I want to know how much Real American beer is. It don't matter.
I've never seen that shit in the store. I told y'all I would do a taste test one of these days. I might even do a review. We're just gonna censor the logo on it. I say I'm drinking this unnamed wrestling beer, and we're gonna do a review on it. I might do that. We might do a review and just not put it over at all.
Hey,
let's go try it out.
We'll be honest.
Yeah, shout out to them. See, there was an interview with Abyss. Shout out to Chris Park, producer in WWE. And they asked him, what happened with you not ever signing with WWE in the mid-2000s? And he says, like, there were opportunities presented. I specifically remember hearing about a couple of them. I first started watching TNA in like mid-04.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I watched like a couple. I watched a couple of like the pay-per-views on Scramble Vision back in the day.
Yeah. That was the way
the
to do it for a
pay-per-views.
While.
But then when they got on TV, I was like, I'm gonna start watching this. They was on Fox Sports, and they had a little ticker at the top. They counted down the match time. This shit was fire, bro. That's how I knew who people were, because they had the names of the wrestlers on the screen the entire match.
Yep.
So like, I watched them Abyss matches, boy. I was like, man, I want to see this nigga mix it up with Taker. I want to see him mix it up with Kane.
Right.
And never happened. He stayed in TNA the entire time. But he says there were opportunities presented 2005 and 07 specifically. And he says it was extremely humbling and extremely exciting. I was just in a place where I was with TNA since the very beginning, and I felt like I was one of the cornerstones that helped build it, along with AJ, Jeff, Joe, Sting, and Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. He was just being loyal, pretty much, like, which it was kind of clear as day that he was kind of being a loyal soldier, and he wasn't just going for the opportunity somewhere else, which, like, I mean, it worked out for him. He ended up in WWE anyway.
Right.
He getting paid. He got insurance.
There you go.
But yeah, he said, nah, I ain't going no more, bro. Like, don't ask me to get back in that ring.
It's been a hot minute now. Like, we can let that be. He doing great work backstage. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's solid.
Shout out to the Monster Abyss. And I got a date on that last Keith Lee match. December 23rd, 2023.
Jesus.
Defeated Brian Cage in a 10-minute match at Holiday Bash episode of Collision.
Damn.
Now, ask me this man's last Dynamite match. It was November 8th, 2023. A referee's decision, a stoppage, a TKO, if you will, to Samoa Joe for the Ring of Honor World Championship, which I remember that match. And that was the last time he wrestled on Dynamite. As he sent this nigga off. I can see him coming back and being in WWE.
Hey, listen, at this stage in the game, I might just consider just making the move back.
I mean, because they accidentally showed him on TV at the Hall of Fame like a year ago.
Oh yeah. And it's like, I don't know why we make it like that's such a weird thing. Like, some motherfuckers have
he's a plus one with his wife.
Thank you. Like,
what's wrong with that?
They got friends, family members, spouses. They show up for these events. And a lot of the people that go and, get inducted are people that they probably worked with, got advice from, were mentored by.
Yeah, trained by.
Why would they not show up?
Yeah. I mean, in this dude's case specifically, his wife has a work event and he is her plus one.
There you go.
Simple as that.
Like, Triple H just went in 2 months ago. There are scores of talent across not just them two promotions, but other places that he cultivated for them getting into where they are today. Why wouldn't they, like, if they're able to get there, why wouldn't they show up? Actually.
Y'all tripping.
Real talk.
I seen y'all was tripping about something earlier this week and I totally forgot about it. I was gonna call y'all out on it too.
Uh-oh.
Damn, I forgot. Y'all was on y'all bullshit like usual. That's all. I don't remember what it was.
It's same shit, different day.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying
attention. Was it the CM Punk shit?
Oh. Yeah, there was a lot of that bullshit.
It was so much. Y'all, every week, the week of every Saudi show.
They don't let this man live about that one tweet. They don't let this man live about it.
Hey, no, one of them Saudi dudes was standing on business though.
Oh, for real. He got which is crazy too. Like, he kind of put him on the spot. Like, he kind of had to address it now because it's like,
yeah,
you live with the cameras on, so.
And he front row.
Hey, right.
And this nigga was front row at the show too.
That's crazy.
It thing like the look on his face showed he wasn't playing. He was like, "No, say something, nigga. Say something." What you got to say about that? It's like,
hey,
man. And it's like, yo, I apologize to the Miz already. Which, like, I figured,
right?
It's like, I'm apologize to y'all right now because I'm here. Like, that was some bullshit. Like, the first time the CM Punk was able to admit that he was being bitter, which, like, it was obvious the whole time. My thing is with that, and we're gonna switch this into Night of Champions shortly, but like, my thing is with the tweet, not just the tweet that he sent to the Miz that night on backstage, but one, the fact that, nigga, you work for the network that produces backstage. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you just went out and just said that just on the whim.
It's kind of crazy.
I don't even know when the tweet got deleted. If it is deleted, I don't even know. But my thing is, the whole time, everything that's come out of CM Punk's mouth since 2000, whenever he joined UFC. Was that 16? Yeah. 15, 16? Yeah. So for the last 10 years.
Right in the middle, yeah. Yep.
Everything that has come out of CM Punk's mouth, he's been working. He's been working. Like, I don't think he believes a good amount of the things that come out of his mouth that he directed towards WWE, because he was bitter about how it went down. And he admitted that he was bitter.
Yeah, of course.
Finally. But it was always obvious to me that he was bitter and he was just acting out of, that's how I always thought. I always thought when he was at AEW, everything he said was to pop those people.
Listen.
And y'all thought he genuinely felt that way. And like by the point that he came to AEW, I think he did not care. Honestly, I think after he sent that tweet to the Miz, I thought like at that point he's like, man, I was probably wilding. There ain't no turning back now. So
you gotta turn all the way up. And then it's like the engagement farming, like all of this tribalism that was going on by the time he got to AEW. It was like, listen, he was some premium unleaded to that fire, because it's like,
yes,
I'm the guy that most people could argue was one of the beacons of one of the voices to lead to this alternative. So it's like he was almost kind of their savior. He was almost their North Star. So he comes back to wrestling and says, I'm going to this side, and now I got them. So I can steer this direction, steer this ship in any direction I want to. And so naturally he goes the approach of, let me throw jabs as much as I can. Not that they wasn't already doing that anyway. You know what I'm saying? That was the shtick for a while. But when he does it, it's like, oh, this is the OG talking. Yeah, right. It's the OG talking now. So
like I said, a few segments back, the pipe bomb changed wrestling for better and worse. For worse, it emboldened a lot of people to ring light just fell. It's crazy.
Oh, production.
Yeah, man, production issues. It emboldened a lot of people to feel a way about WWE that they might have felt before, but CM Punk was able to articulate it in a way that they probably didn't know how themselves to. So that's why you get a lot of people regurgitating a lot of the same points that he made in the pipe bomb, because they don't know how to really articulate it themselves. Or if they do, they're not saying anything new that CM Punk did not say. And the thing is, CM Punk said that, and he got approval from the company to say those things.
Right.
This man talked for like 10 minutes. And it was like, all right, at some point we have to go, just keep talking. We're going to cut your mic at some point. That's when you're cued. That's when we go off air.
Right.
When we cut your mic. Motherfuckers legitimately thought they cut his mic for real at that point, after letting him talk for 10 minutes.
This is a TV production, bro.
That's the thing.
If the feed is not cut, like I can see if they cut the feed when he like at a certain point in time, okay, maybe then you would have me. But the feed didn't go anywhere. The cameras were still rolling. Like,
they were cutting angles.
Y'all can just say y'all don't know how TV production works. It's okay. You can say that.
I remember niggas got so mad at me when I said that WWE has like the best style of wrestling because they have to wrestle for television, which I think makes it more difficult because now you have to know what angles to catch, where to stand at, where to hit your moves, where to face. You have to know where the camera is at all time. Like when you're on the indies, you don't have to do that. You don't have to face and perform your move towards a certain area, which as a photographer fucking kills me when I go to indie shows and I can't get a good spot because I have to fucking roam around all day.
Right.
Because these wrestlers aren't playing towards the camera. Dark Sheik.
Yep.
I remember the first time I shot Dark Sheik, I was like, thank God. Because Dark Sheik knows how to wrestle for the cameras.
Yeah.
So like after about like my third or fourth time shooting a Dark Sheik match, I walked up to her and I was just like, thank you so much for knowing where the camera is. Because you make it so much easier for me that I don't have to. Bro, I can't even explain, bro. You would have thought I was in the ring taking bumps.
Damn.
The way I used, like when I first started like working shows, having to roam around. Now I kind of understand. Like now I pick my spots before the show. So I'm gonna be right here. If I can't get nothing, I don't get it. But before I used to break my neck running around. And it's like, nah. So shout out to the wrestlers that know where the cameras are. They're trained for TV. And motherfuckers on my neck when I said that. It was like WWE got the best wrestling training because they know how to work the cameras. Which, like, no, that they train people to work the cameras in addition to training everything else.
Right.
Which that's one other thing they have to keep in mind. They the best wrestlers out here. If I had anything to say about it, just off of that alone.
Y'all know if there's something crazy happens that you miss because they're not able to do it in the particular spot, you're gonna be mad. Because then somebody else will, had their phone out and catch a clip of it. You be like, oh shit, I didn't see that. Why didn't they do it over here? Because they didn't know. It's like production quality.
And I actually have a note on that because, like, I noticed something in one of these matches. I didn't see all of Night of Champions all the way, so I won't be able to elaborate on everything. But one of these matches, I noticed something, and let's get into it. Live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the 13th show in the deal. You believe it's been 13 of these motherfuckers?
Bro, I was just saying as I was watching it yesterday, like I can't believe it's been, because they started this in 2018, and we're already more than halfway through.
Yeah, we got
that deal
on the original deal. We have 3 years left.
Yeah, crazy.
That's wild. And it might have extended the deal because of COVID. Like they had one show that year.
Yep.
So we'll see though. But so I said last week, Dom and AJ was supposed to happen. It got canceled. That was the Intercontinental title. The Intercontinental title was the only belt at the time that had been defended on every Night of Champions show. But no longer.
The streak is over.
Yeah, now Dom has legit a rib injury.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everybody in Judgment Day just getting fucked up.
Yeah, man.
It's tough. It's
bad.
I was interested in seeing that match too, but that's cool. Y'all can run it y'all can run it in Atlanta if y'all want to. If he's cool by then.
Yeah.
If not, run it in Jersey. Even better, low key.
Hell yeah.
Get more time.
Might need to do that.
Yeah, facts. You going, right?
I got to.
Going. You gonna see Cody get that dub back? Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. To win King of the Ring, as we all predicted, in the words of NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers, Avery Bradley. Y'all knew what was gonna happen. They said Cody Rhodes before the match was 15-3 at PLEs since he returned to the WWE. 15-3. Now he's 16-3 after beating Randy Orton. The only L's he has taken, I don't know if that was singles matches or not, but the only L's. So 3. So I don't know. The second one.
One was Mania 39.
Mania to Roman, Mania to Cena. I don't know the other one.
Yeah.
I know there was the tag match at Mania 40.
Wait. No, never mind. That was a tag match. I was about to say Money in the Bank last year, but
this is Googleable. Hold on, let's check it out.
He didn't lose to Solo.
Nah, he didn't lose to Solo. Beat Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Beat AJ.
Won all his matches to Seth.
Yeah, beat Seth 3 times. Won the tag titles with Jay.
Yeah.
But I guess we talking singles matches.
Oh.
All right. Let's lock in and figure this out.
I'm about to say, like,
he lost to Brock.
Oh,
that's right.
Night of Champions.
Yeah. In Saudi. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Forgot about that one. I thought he beat Brock every time they face each other.
Yeah.
I forgot Brock got like a TKO on him.
Right.
One of them. 16-3 is crazy.
And his only losses were to Brock, Roman, and the GOAT.
John Cena. Okay. Smack, who is this nigga? This is Stardust right here. You mean to tell me Stardust is this dominant? Okay.
But on the flip side of that, because I see people talking about, oh, they are giving everything to a mid-carder. I don't want to hear that shit. He's not a mid-carder no more. Like, truthfully.
I mean, Triple H was a mid-carder.
I'm about to say, like, that narrative went out the window, I think, when he was on the Indies, before he even got to AEW. Because if you watch his work on the Indies, it's like, this is not...
He was willingly a mid-carder in AEW.
Well, yeah, but that's by choice, though. He was, in essence, he was a top guy, but he didn't want, obviously the stigma that would have come with him, being in the top feuds, working all the top main events and competing, winning championships. Like, it didn't want all of that came with it. He still got the hate anyway, but it was like, let me subside a little bit of this by taking myself out of the equation. That's why I like the match with Jericho instead of never challenging again, because it's like, I don't want to be in that position. Plus, he's part of the bookers. So it's like, you can't be trying to book shit in, because they did that back in the day. But no, I think
Pops.
Before he got there, it was like, okay, there's like when he was in Japan, it's like, okay, I can see this dude competing for a world title. But it's like that there was a shift that had to happen during that period of time. Like, it didn't happen overnight. Like, it didn't happen for a lot of people.
I didn't believe that, actually. It wasn't until Hell in a Cell was when I was just like, all right, this nigga is legit. I didn't think, after he had to go through the gatekeeper, Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And he did that. And then, like, the morning of Hell in a Cell, they said this nigga tore his pec.
Yeah.
The morning of, I'm just like, nigga, what?
Right.
They kept that under wraps for the whole week. They wait till the morning of the show and they say he's still gonna wrestle. I'm like, what? So now I'm interested in this. And he comes out there. He's doing his entrance. Like, nothing is going on. I'm just like, oh, this must be a work. Right. He took that jacket off.
That bruised titty.
Bruh. When I saw
bruise, like, oof.
When I seen him throw that ball, when I saw him take that jacket off,
man,
I said, yo, I sat back, bro. I sat back, got comfortable. I was like, this nigga is about to put on a legendary performance.
Real tough.
And any disrespect that I showed the person, Cody Rhodes, in years past, it went out the window in that match.
Mm-hmm.
That was the moment I was like, nah, he's him. He's him for real. Yeah. Now we fast forward 3 years. I don't care to see him on TV. That's not the person. That's the character. Talking. The character fucking has lost 3 matches on PLEs since he's been back.
Yeah. No, I think that was a, for me, like I said, I kind of could see him in the role before he got to that point, but I think that was the moment where internally it was like, oh, this nigga wants the ball, essentially. Like, he wants to be the guy.
I seen he wanted it. I just didn't believe it. One, I wasn't following Ring of Honor. I wasn't following Impact or New Japan like that. And then I would say like 2018. January 2018, to be specific, Kenny Omega was a free agent.
Yeah.
Or was it 17? It was one of them years.
I think it was 18.
It was one of them years. Kenny was a free agent, and they started bringing his name up to basically do what AJ did a couple years prior. His debut at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know who AJ Styles is. I was like, who the fuck is Kenny Omega? And now that I saw that name is in my brain now. I started noticing people talk about him more. So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I see he in a group with Cody Rhodes in Japan. Right. I was like, oh, this is what Cody's doing nowadays. I wasn't following his career on the indies. And I was like, who the fuck are these very, very punchable face having motherfuckers that are with him? Yeah. And then it was gassing them niggas up. And now they're just gassing up the Bullet Club. Right. And everybody involved in the Bullet Club. Not the originals, not G.O.D. They barely hyped them up. Mm-hmm. They was hyping up the Crackers, the Cucamonga Crackers, Cody, and Kenny, more than anybody else. And that took me out of it because, like, one, the Kenny shit was very just, like, too much, the way they used to talk about him on the internet. And the way they talked about the Young Bucks, I was just like, I was not sports entertained whatsoever. The first time I checked that out, I was like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's just a lot of,
but like Cody seemed so out of place with them in the Bullet Club. And then they started AEW. I remember I woke up from a night of partying on New Year's Day, and I saw there was a new wrestling promotion that got announced. So I was like, hold on, what the fuck? Headed by Cody Rhodes. Yep. So I was like, what bruh doing? And then the rest is history, like from that point on. But like, it was hard to get into it, but I saw that he wanted it, but I could not believe it until Hell in a Cell. Yeah. It took 3 years to believe it. Now I have to willingly be a denier because I'm a hater. But I respect the game. So it is what it is. Cody Rhodes is the king of the ring. And we were talking about that TV production and how wrestlers know what's going on. You know, Randy took the turnbuckle pad off, and then Cody pushed him into the turnbuckle. And like anybody else would have been like, you know, holding their face or whatever. I think Randy Orton is the same height as Klay Thompson. Literally. It's not believable. And it was at the hard camp. Randy Orton, being the professional he is, held his midsection. Because that's where he hit the turnbuckle at, for sure. Exactly. And that was like what was being worked over in the match. Randy Orton, I'm gonna need you to stop hesitating, kicking niggas in the head.
Yeah. What's going on?
You remember the first plant? Mm-hmm. Matt Hardy. He kicked Matt Hardy. He kicked Matt Hardy where his appendix used to be. Cold, calculated. I remember he kicked CM Punk's head off right before the World Heavyweight title scramble. He did that like 2 seconds. And now you hesitating to kick niggas, bro. Like, I don't like that. Ever since the back surgery, Randy Orton has been soft. He's been hesitating to punt people. He's been too happy-go-lucky. And I hear them fangs sharpening. Hey. I hear him sharpening. Hey. When Randy was walking back and Cody Rhodes gave him a shout out first thing in his coronation speech, Randy stopped and he had this look on his face like, nigga, fuck you. So it's happening soon. Like, we seen a little remnants of Cody like possibly turning, but like, nah, Randy. More on Randy here momentarily.
Yeah, I need that energy from 09. Like 09 Randy was a domestic terrorist. Like, he
will Satan greatest soldier.
Real talk. Like, I need all of that energy back, bro. Especially now.
Yeah, we can do that, Randy. We can do that. Mm-hmm. We can do that, can't we?
We love to see that.
Yeah, we love to see that, Jackie. Right. Next up, they called it the Riyadh Boulevard Street Fight. First ever women's street fight in Saudi Arabia. There's a joke here. I won't make it. Rhea Ripley defeats Raquel Rodriguez. Triple H was gonna sneak another Rhea and Judgment Day match one way or another.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this is my specialty. Roxanne Perez tried to help out. because she the new member of the Judgment Day, which like we had to do that. Like she had to make an appearance here because whatever they gonna do at Evolution versus the Bellas, we gotta get that popping. So
nice.
Yeah. So she gonna take over that belt. Those titles really are cursed.
Man, listen.
Which like I know like her and Raquel and Liv held the belts for a good amount of time, but like what is this, the second straight reign where somebody got hurt?
I think so. I mean, there's been a lot.
They had to get vacated, somebody got hurt. Like,
yeah.
They should make new belts. I think that might be the problem. They got new belts, we might wipe the curse away.
Right.
Because now there's some effort being put into the division. So
there we go.
That's all they need. Final thoughts on this match.
I mean, this is another Rhea versus Judgment Day, but it was an easy match to make. They've had dope match, and I don't get why we talk about, like, I heard Cole say Rhea's never had a street fight before. A last man, last woman standing is not a street fight, but the same general rules apply. The only difference is you're not pinning somebody; you just got to keep them down. Like, it's the same nature of the match. Let's not pretend like it's not basically the same thing. But no, they've had chemistry together. Like, though they had the last one standing match together in NXT. They feuded before, and it was better than I thought it was going to be be honest with you. But honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if Raquel had won. Like, if we're gonna, it depends on what we're doing at Evolution, if we're going into the Bellas feud or not. But I mean, while Liv is out, if you're invested at all in what Raquel's doing going forward, this could have been a opportunity. But I mean, you don't really lose nothing by losing to Rhea. I mean, that's
Raquel Rodriguez. Right, Raquel Rodriguez might be the first wrestler I've ever seen where people say she trash because she a nice person in real life.
That's crazy.
Like, if the fact that people say that they can't get into your character because you're too nice of a person in real life, it's kind of crazy to me.
And
like, they can't take her seriously in her role because she's just a sweet person in real life.
Well, no, like I have hard to understand that.
That's why I can't get into this Roxanne heel turn. So like, I understand that.
Well, I kind of can, because it's like, I feel like all show people have some kind of chip on their shoulder. So it's like the Napoleon complex is bleeding through on that one. But no, for Raquel, it's
because she's so young. That's why.
I think, that's true too. But for
She
Raquel,
don't
it's like
9/11 because she wasn't born.
That's crazy. But no, for Raquel, it's kind of like her debut. I think it kind of got shattered for some people because they saw her debut when she was like this cold, stoic, and quiet, and like you just figure she's just a bigger. She talked about it in her CVV interviews. It's like people thought that I was so imposing they would be intimidated by me or not want to talk to me. It's like, no, I'm a sweetheart, I'm cool. So now that you see that she's really not what you saw on TV, and it's like, oh, now you're trying to be a badass again. No, I'm not going for that. Like, but my thing was, I'd rather that than her trying to be a baby face, because I remember 3 years ago when she tried to do that with the hat being, giving people 5 and shit like that. Like, nah. That was the last SmackDown I went to when she this was when Ronda was champ and she entered the open challenge, and I'm just like, do we really want to do this with her? Because I'm not feeling it.
Nah, shout out to Raquel though. I see more people coming around to her, and honestly, when I see a lot of people that weren't getting shine, and then people come around to them, and it's natural, I love it. Not in the case of this, and this is my nigga too, so don't get me wrong, but like Cross, the way people have come around to Cross is not natural, and I don't like it. Of course, it does not seem genuine to me, because I saw what y'all said about carrying Cross for the last 5 years.
Indeed.
I saw what y'all were saying about this, man. Now, shout out to y'all that's still being honest. I appreciate that. I don't agree, but I appreciate the honesty versus the, oh, he said something bad about the company that they let him say. So now we're on his side now. The same shit they did with Punk. And it's so easy. It's so fickle.
And who the hell? But this is the worst rumor I've ever heard. He didn't get a push
bumps
because he can't take back bumps, right? You just don't watch TV. You just don't watch the show. You don't watch anything. Because
like he take bumps all the time, bro.
I don't think anybody that watched
wrestler. I'm sorry.
Anybody that watched the past year of wrestling could watch any of his matches and say, "Oh no, he can't bump, right? He can't do something in the ring, right?" Like, really?
Outside of giants, what wrestlers don't take back bumps?
Hell, man.
Cross is a big dude, but he's not a giant. He's like 6'3". He's not that tall. Like, Omos is not taking back bumps in matches unless he's facing like a Bobby Lashley or Goldberg or something like that. Because why would he? Why should he have to take bumps? He's a big giant dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That nigga's stupid. But let's talk about Cross's match. Took the L to Sami Zayn, unfortunately. The niggas all of a sudden become the Golden State Warriors when they wrestle in Saudi Arabia. It's crazy. Why? Got the nastiest home court advantage. Hey,
and I don't get
I got a genuine question. I don't care either way, but this is a genuine question. Why Sammy don't get the same smoke CM Punk get?
Tell you why. So, realistically, Sammy's whole thing was,
I know it was a religious reason, but like
it was I'm gonna just say my opinion. It's a plea for sympathy. It's like you were trying to be that whole that peacekeeper, or you were trying to be diplomatic in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he never went to these trips for the longest time because it was a safety concern with him.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never like, it was never in a like an aggressive manner. Like, it wasn't him, openly trying to just be in opposition. It was just kind of like, oh, this is wrong and we shouldn't. Basically just being on some freedom fighter type shit. Like, oh, this is wrong and this shouldn't be happening, blah, 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 blah. So because he took that sympathetic approach, they kind of see it as like, oh, well, he was just trying to affect change in a way. Whereas Punk was kind of like, oh, you're bitter and you're talking all this shit. Meanwhile, if you were still in the company, you would have been taking that trip and taking that check too, blah, 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 blah. That's just difference of direction almost.
Now, why Kevin Owens don't get that smoke? Kevin Owens didn't take the trip neither for years.
That's true too.
Shout out to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gonna make me check out a Cody Rhodes podcast. I've seen some of them clips.
Hey, it was good. It was good. Like, he just don't give a fuck.
Like, damn, what Matt Cardona do to you, bro?
They was hitting that juice, that sauce a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I said they had that Wheatley going crazy.
And I don't. This ain't confirmed.
The out, man.
This ain't confirmed, but like, there was a section where they said a name that got bleeped out, and now Ryback think it was him.
Ryback, it was Ryback.
But yeah, now I think about it, it might have been for real, because it was a tail end of time, but they was all together at the same time. At one point.
You know how I know it had to have been Ryback? Because Ryback responded very, like, diplomatically. You know, the way he was going off on Vince talking about he can't wait for Vince to die. He was happy Vince's mother died, shit like that. Like weirdo shit. This man was so eloquent addressing Cody and Kevin Owens.
He suddenly got manners.
Right. It was like, oh yeah, you know them niggas was talking about you. Crazy. Anyways, Karrion Kross should have got the dub in this match, in my opinion. Rare L from Daphne LaShawn. Because all my years of watching wrestling, my 25 plus years of watching wrestling, when somebody's arm goes down the third time and it falls that third time, the match is over. It can't just fall and the nigga just gain life.
Right.
Out of nowhere. No. You got to gain that life mid-fall.
Like, but my thing is, but we got to as with the refs, y'all got to make up your mind which method is the one that you're going with. Because I done seen with numerous Gunther matches, and not even just plenty of matches. Y'all just
the one that Gunther just won the title.
That one, but it's like y'all just shake the arm and it's limp, and you ring the bell. This match, I haven't seen the 3 drop in I don't know how long. Now we're doing it again. No, you better give him the shake like you gave everybody else, and give the rightful winner that match.
Yeah, man,
it's just crazy.
It sucked for a moment for Vegas wrestling, for just a moment. But the very next match, Salofa Sikoa defeats Jacob Fatu to win the United States Championship. So we back. Vegas is back. Who else is back, man? The Ruler's back. Tonga Loa. Shout out to the GOAT. Coming back, man. Can't wait, man. I can't wait for the memes, man. Yeah, he gained some timing while he was gone too.
He did. He got
shout out to him.
And then, of course, he had to.
There's more.
Had to pop out. Oh my lord!
There's more. We get the debut of Hikuleo finally. Nigga had a job for like a year and a half. His name is going to be Tala Tonga, and the way I heard that was like because he the taller Tonga. But it's corny, so like I guess it's spelled differently. He's the brother of Tama Tonga in real life. Also the brother of Tongaloa. So Haku got 3 of his sons, and Rikishi got 3 of his sons. Damn. And shout out to Rikishi, man, because Rikishi always gets his way, some way, somehow. This nigga just 2-3 weeks ago was talking about writers need to be fired because Jey Uso lost the title. And they said, you know what, Keish, man, don't worry about it, dog. Facts. Hold on. Shout out to Hulk Fatu.
Man, listen. All these damn Fatus and Tongans, we about to have Hatfields and McCoys out here on some craziness. Like,
y'all could run a whole Evolution pay-per-view with just Samoans.
You really could, bro. Like
a Bloodline pay-per-view with just all Islanders, bro. That'd be crazy.
Like you could actually have, by the time we get to War Games or to Survivor Series, you could do like just a straight one side is Solo, all the Tongans and whatnot. And then you could get Jimmy J, Jacob, Roman, keep Sammy the fuck out of it.
Thanks.
Like all of that. That's where we at.
That Sammy shit on me.
Yeah, I'm tired of that.
Shout out to the GOAT, Solo Sikoa. The original king of comedy.
Yeah.
Dude's hilarious.
He is. I'm with that.
You can replace DL Hughley, low-key.
That was smart that they did that. Like I haven't replaced Ced for real. I never laughed that much as Ced, low-key. Like
laugh more than DL ever said. DL just roasted niggas the whole time. He didn't even say nothing funny.
Hey, that's cool for me. But no, I like that they did that with him though, because, and I said all last year, this whole trying to make him take the Roman spot while Roman is away was never a good look for him. But like now that we kind of came down from this whole he's the enforcer and all this other shit, it's like we need something to keep him, appealing character wise. So that was a good move to go with. Get some comedy in it.
He in his bag.
Hell yeah.
He been watching a lot of Dwayne.
Yes.
Like when I watch him, I was like, he be watching Dwayne like crazy.
Yeah.
Because like I see it. It's all there, bro. Like the mannerisms, the way he says things, like the way he be roasting niggas. Like when this nigga mocked Chris Sabin that one time, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, this nigga's The Rock, bro.
Yep.
Shout out to Solo, man. Thanks. In the Queen of the Ring finals, y'all see her on the wall back here. Jade Cargill, the Queen of Thunder and Lightning, the Storm Queen, whatever you want to call it, Queen Jade.
Yes.
Is here, man.
Yes.
Now for the finish, I ain't really care for the finish of this match, man.
This is doo-doo, baby. I said, ah!
It was bad.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah. The right result happened, so I can't complain.
That's all that matters. So, Jade Cargill be facing Tiffany Stratton, whoever is the women's champion at SummerSlam. Whoever that may be.
It's time.
We'll see. And then in the main event, let me get in my bag. I'm going to make sure they hire me because I'm going to do a better job than Mark Nash. The greatest of all time. The Never Seen 17, making his final appearance in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the last time. The undisputed champion, John Cena, defeats CM Punk to retain his championship. And how many matches they said they didn't had against each other? Like 12?
Oh, God.
Before this?
Or 13, something like that.
They were tied, so it had to have been 12.
Yeah. Okay.
That's nuts. Hey, man, we get this is a good match. It was a pretty good match.
It was.
John Cena's, as we're nearing the tail end of it, John Cena's finally like gotten into the groove of things and gotten his wheels warmed up, his tires warmed up, if you will.
Oh, hell yeah.
But, we got another ref bump. And ref bumps in 2025 John Cena matches like that one freestyle the game always do. Red rose, white ceiling. No body, no casket, just blood spilling. Yeah. Do that freestyle everywhere. It's like we got a ref bump every John Cena match since wasn't a ref bump in a Rumble, of course. Wasn't a ref bump in the Chamber. But since then, there was a ref bump at Mania because that's how we got Travis.
Mm-hmm.
There was a ref bump versus Randy because that's how we got all that nonsense.
Yep.
There was no ref bump versus Truth because there didn't need to be.
No.
But every like major. Was there one at Money in the Bank? I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah.
This one was great though because we get Seth Rollins coming out here threatening to cash in, and then we get Little Nate. Shout out to Charles Robinson, my guy. Runs down the ramp, a la WrestleMania 24.
Right.
Dipping. And this nigga John Cena hit the Monty Brown pounce on.
Oh my God. Bro, that popped me out of my chair like, hey, yo.
It was crazy because, like, it made sense because the whole time I'm like, man, I know, like, Charles Robinson, but, like, why he running like that? He running like that because he got to take this bump when he gets to the bottom of the ramp.
He not trying to get sent into them stairs.
Facts. To the barrier, like. So shout out to Lil Nate, man. Seth Rollins hits the curb stomp on CM Punk. John Cena steals the pin. Hey, Seth Rollins fucking over CM Punk is like that one freestyle the game always do. Railroads, white ceiling. Nobody, no casket, just blood spilling.
Hey, man, listen. I'm sorry. Punk gonna have to shoot this nigga, man.
Facts. At some point.
There's no other option. Like, cause this is what started it. He goes, like, after the ref, he's calling for a ref, and Seth music hit. Like,
right.
Because he
just looked like, all right, dog.
He said like a year ago, he's like, you ain't winning no titles while I'm still around. And this nigga to this day is still on that side with it. Like, now I got money in the bank. You damn sure ain't winning this title now.
Hey, that's gangster though.
It is.
Then we get Penta. You get Penta coming out there. Why? I don't know.
That's random.
Like,
I mean, they done.
Penta got beef with Braun Breaker or something?
Who was it?
I missed a lot, but like, damn.
They had a match. They had a match or they had a run-in or something like that. But it was like 1 week. So I don't know why you was getting in the middle of this.
Like, LA Knight would have made more sense, but like.
Right, yeah.
Because LA Knight been on site whenever. Like, him going to Saudi Arabia just to make sure that niggas is honest. Like, I understand that. But like, I mean, I ain't mad at Penta. Get that money, dog. Get that. Get that. Get that, bro. I ain't even mad at you. Y'all over here setting up war games matches early as hell too. But I see. I understand it.
And then him again. We ain't asked for another appearance.
He said, "Oh, let me go get this pop again one time."
Oh my god!
Shit, I was expecting Roman at a certain point.
Yeah, like
I think the crowd was expecting Roman too. OTC.
Like, why we couldn't get that?
It's cool though. I see what y'all doing though. Y'all setting up the war games, and I ain't even mad at it. I seen y'all was talking about John Cena turning face. What made y'all think John Cena was gonna turn face here? Because he was helping fend off a bunch of niggas that came out there to take his belt.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't make him a face. That make him a nigga protecting his championship.
I'm gonna say, like, common sense people. I will say,
I watch enough wrestling, bro. Come on.
I will say, I done seen a couple people that predict SummerSlam could have a double turn. And
Cena and Cody?
Yeah. And I can't lie that I'm not intrigued by that. Because it's like, yeah, he got y'all. He got me, low key. Because I'm thinking like, yo, he not doing this right now. And then it's like, he going for that hug. And it was still in the hard cam. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then we see camera on him. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Cool. But it's like, there's been little cracks. Because I remember like Backlash, when the post show was going on, like he looking out in the crowd and shit, almost like he having a revelation. But I don't remember what it was. It might have been during the Randy match where it was like, because they did the high spot, the top rope suplex, and Randy looked like his back was hurting, and he just started attacking the back the whole match. It was like he had back surgery. We all know that. So he just blood and water with a shark, like just going after that. So I'm like, okay. So by the time we get to SummerSlam, we still got a month or 2 months almost. So we get there, and you just kind of come back to that spot where, Cody had the belt. He could have used it. He hesitated, and that was the end of it. We get back to that spot again, and he'd be like, man, fuck this, give me my shit back. It's like,
because he also winning matches because niggas is hesitating on him.
Right.
I could see that happening.
Yeah,
I kind of prefer that versus my hot take. I said that neither person that won a crown at Night of Champions is leaving SummerSlam with the belts. They gonna win their title matches, but they not leaving with the belts. And if they do leave, it ain't lasting past a week. I said they both getting cashed in on.
I was gonna say that wouldn't make sense. I don't think they both will cash in.
Jade at least getting cashed in on for sure.
Yeah, that's I got that as a lock. Which I hate to see.
I said that if we don't see Naomi attempt to cash in anymore, because she was trying to cash in the last several weeks, but now she don't cash in no more. She plotting. I'm gonna just sit back and wait.
She got the date circled. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
Seth, I feel like it's gonna be one of those like somewhere that you're not expecting it. Cause it's like that's kind of that's kind of his thing though. Like Mania way back 10 years ago, it was like we gonna have to accept this whole thing with Roman, and they had on a fire match, and it's like, oh shit, what's about to happen now? And then he just pulls it in the middle of the match. It's like that shock, because we hadn't seen nobody cash in mid-match.
Yeah.
So it's something that he cooking up. It's gotta be, because it might happen. Low-key could happen before SummerSlam, but I don't know.
Maybe he cash in on Goldberg still.
I ain't mad at that either. It's probably the best bet.
Because elsewhere, I don't see where he fit in it. But then we got to factor CM Punk into these decisions now.
Yeah.
For however long.
Because that's the pettiest man. That is the pettiest man, and you just started up with him again.
Me, motherfucker? No. No.
You see we did the Drew all last year, bro.
Yeah. This man came out dressed like John Cena.
A ref.
20 years ago. Oh, he came out dressed like the ref.
Yeah. At Clash.
Mm-hmm. At the crib, too.
Crazy.
Yeah, he came out dressed like John Cena. He's been King Petty for a while now.
Yeah.
Any man that's self-admittedly bitter is also petty.
Right.
So it is what it is. Final thoughts on Night of Champions.
I mean, considering all the adjustments that had to be made, it was decent. Because it's supposed to be the title show, but things had to get smoothed around. It is what it is, but it was still a good show. It was decent. It's the norm now. Your B pay-per-views aren't going to knock your socks off, but they're going to get the job done. So that's all it needed to do.
Yeah. It's cool. It was cool. I wasn't mad at it. It was all right show.
Yeah.
I have to run it back. I can't really comment too much on it because I didn't see everything. But yeah, it's cool. These shows are getting too frequent though. So like,
yeah.
They really taking on the UFC model.
Basically.
It's like, slow it down, bro. We don't need all that.
Really?
And y'all do multiple shows in a weekend too. Like multiple big events.
Facts.
2 days in a row. I get it, man. Keep the stock price going up though.
I see you.
As long as the stock price go up, I'm cool with it.
Right.
Where we close at this past week? I'm gonna find out.
I don't even.
Let's find it. It's Googleable. It's not Googleable. I'm gonna just check my portfolio. TKO closed on Friday. $179.35.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's a high.
Yeah, it is.
52-week high. We up 104% in the portfolio.
That's what's up.
We out here. We out here, baby.
Hell yeah.
Getting that bread. We're gonna add more. We're gonna add more. Hey, listen. I guarantee I would say by next SummerSlam, probably had like 400 per share. By next SummerSlam. It's my prediction.
Yeah.
It's booming. They over here acquiring all these companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit, they might acquire Real American Freestyle Wrestling. when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Inevitable.
They over here got the boxing fights and stuff, like mega fights too. I know little cards, but like mega fights. They be showing bull racing on the channel every weekend. That's weird.
Facts.
Get a bull racing notification. Like for what?
Facts.
Yeah, man. Y'all going crazy over there. Just slow down on the events so much. Niggas can't afford it. They're still paying for Mania.
Man, listen. Crazy work.
They gonna, you know how to do the pay later joint. So
hey, that's shout out to them because
you know they're gonna tell me, hey, your payment come out tomorrow, and then they charge me 2 hours later. That's grimy. Don't tell me tomorrow.
Right, man.
And then I'm over here like, dang, we're gonna have to do this again next year. But we're gonna be prepped though. We're gonna be ready.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
We're gonna be ready. Especially, these checks come through. And we really gonna be ready.
Listen.
We need that.
Get them credentials popping.
I need that too. Need the dentures. Need all that.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get them last year, apparently. But we coming for y'all.
Hell yeah.
WrestleMania, we coming for you, nigga.
Right.
Hey, let's plug our socials and get up out of here, man.
Yeah. I got to run. Y'all can find me at Havoc24 on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can go check out the Havoc Hour on all streaming platforms. Where you find Young Kings Wrestling, go to my Linktree/Rink Havoc. You find everything for the Havoc Hour for your sports and entertainment mix.
Yes, sir. I'm the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF baby. Please say the baby. And we'll follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling. Go to YKWrestling.com for all the social platforms and the links to everything. New merch site launching later this week. We'll let y'all know about that when that happens.
Yeah.
And go check out my photography too.
Facts.
I'll be killing shit. I'm very proud of them price out for. I'll be looking at them joints like, hey,
some
I don't really like looking at my photos after like I posted them. Sometimes I go back and check them out. Y'all did good. Y'all did
man.
Good. Appreciate y'all. Next Proud Style show coming up. Same night as Evolution, so I have choices to make.
There you go.
Just because it's on a Sunday, I might not go to Price Style. The niggas got to work the next day. I don't feel like doing all that.
Straight up.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Young Kings Wrestling. I have nothing else to add. You have anything else to add?
Nah, we good money. Here's 300 more.
Yeah, man. 300, 400, 500 more. Till we get to that 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till we get to that thou wow.
Man, listen.
That won't be for another like 8 years, but
probably
it is what it is. Oh, we can start doing like Chris Van Vliet and drop like 3 episodes a week.
Man, at that point, we off running. That means
Chris
checks
Van Vliet,
coming
I'm trying
crazy.
to get like him, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to get like him. And if I can't get like him, we can get like somebody else.
Right.
I don't know. We appreciate y'all for tapping in 300 times, 300 plus times. And continue to tap in more, man. We appreciate y'all as always. We out of here. Go.